This Raw Vision video is brought to you by Metro Solar, proud partner of the Richmond Football Club. Welcome back to the Jack Dyer Medal webcast, and I'm joined for the final time tonight, our last guest tonight, before we find out the winner of the Jack Dyer Medal, by the big man, the fans' favourite, Big Ivan Maric. Ivan, good to have you along, mate. How are you enjoying the night?
Yeah, it's been good so far. A couple of awards already, and yeah, it's been good.
Mate, you've polled in 16 out of the 19 games, so you must look back and feel like you had a pretty consistent year.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we're always the harshest critics of ourselves, but
of course,
yeah, it's good when you look at it like that. But sometimes I always feel like I could have done better.
Yeah. What would you have liked to have done better this year? I mean, as you say, we all judge ourselves harshly as footballers. What things would you want to improve on going into next year?
Yeah, I reckon a lot of games I went in and played really safe footy and try not to get outmarked instead of maybe trying to go for my marks a bit, like I did in some other games. So maybe just attack my opponents, get on the front foot.
There's a lot of good ruckmen out there. It was a good year for ruckman, Goldstein, All-Australian, Nick Nat, Big Sanderland, Sam Jacobs. They're all different types of ruckman as well. It must be hard from week to week having to adjust your game. Is that one of the challenges of being a ruckman?
Yeah, I think that's a huge challenge.
Yeah.
So even you throw in Stephen Martin as well. I thought he was pretty unlucky not to even get an All-Australian squad, but you know, it's another story. Are you on the selection panel?
But Ivan, we can only pick 40, mate. It's hard. We can't get everyone in there. We got a few Richmond boys in.
Yeah, you did well. No, you did well. You got
Scones liked it over there. So is that a hard thing, adjusting each week?
Yeah, it is. But I think it's my 11th season I just completed, so it's something I've gotten better at. And it's why I'm probably being a bit better consistent player. So
and you judge your game on your work rate. Is that how you like to be seen?
Yeah, I think so, and like my team defence stuff. As well, because I know how much the team values that.
Yeah. With the sub rule going out next year, do you reckon teams will play 2 ruckmen? Can you afford to have another ruckman on the bench now to give you a chop out?
Yeah, I think so. It's probably even looking like 3 sort of tools. I think we did it a few times with myself, Ty and Griff. Yeah. And even Hammer as well. There was a few games there. So. The key is durability and being able to perform not only in the ruck but up forward. So we'll see who's good enough to do it. One
of my highlights of the year, if he was up in Sydney, the penalty kick. Yeah. Did you think about it, or did it just sort of happen naturally?
The way I executed it probably happened naturally because I've done it a bit. I thought
bottom
about it
right
quickly.
Corner.
So played out all right.
Yeah, it turned out
funny.
Turned out pretty well. What about the year, mate? As a club, it was a good year, but just stumbled at that hurdle in the final again.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, if you look at how we've lost the last 3 finals, you might think that we're not getting better. We actually are. We're getting a lot better, and so is everyone else. And that's why we need to keep working hard to get better, than improve ourselves, but also get better than everyone else. So we're on the right track, and I believe it, and the players believe it, and so do the coaches. So we just need to keep getting better.
If you're in the leadership group, and I know that you're really respected around the club as a leader, what do you base your leadership style on? How do you go about it?
Oh, well, definitely have to back up what I say. So I've got to walk the walk, and I just try to support my teammates on and off the field. So it's hard to do it. Yeah. You know, there's so many players, but if you can teach the guys under me, and then hopefully that cycle continues when I move on, and those guys are doing the same thing. So it'll be good.
I've noticed you in the rooms after the games and cleaning up the rooms. So I really respect that you do that. I think it's a really good thing. It's a little thing, but little things add up, don't they, when you're trying to build a good culture at a footy club?
Yeah, that's right. That's the term. Little things gets said a lot down at the footy club, and we really value the little things, whether it's helping the support staff pick up the rubbish and that after games, or the little things on the field. So we have to value those things, and not only in our club but in everyday life. So
we had Trent Cotchin up here before. How did you think he grew as a leader this year?
Yeah, I thought he's getting better every year. He's going to be a sensational captain by the time his career ends. But he's been fantastic standing up. when things haven't gone his way. And you know, most of the things that don't get talked about is he would let a lot of other guys be the hit-to person around the midfield, and he'd actually sacrifice his own game to read the opposition hit or you know, tag an opposition player. So those sorts of things
go unnoticed.
And I think as a leader, it's pretty amazing that he can actually do that.
Dimmer had some pretty strong words up there before about, you know, not worrying about the external noise and what people are saying about the Tigers losing a final again. He couldn't care less, basically, is what he said. Is that the attitude the players take into the pre-season?
Yeah, I think so, because you've got to listen to the people that really care about us, and you know, guys like yourself would listen to, and people that genuinely care, and that's like your family and each other. People do care about us, but they're not going to ring us up and take us out for coffee and tell us. They'd rather do it in the paper and that. But that's their job, so we respect them as well.
Yeah, of course. Dimmer, the players love him, don't they?
Yeah. We'd go to war with him. So.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Mate, what about next year? How do we get better? I've asked everyone we've had up here tonight, but I'd like to get your perspective on it.
I honestly believe that, like we mentioned before, those little things, we need to keep getting better, and probably, like myself, I need to sort of get on the front foot a bit. Like we saw it against Hawthorn, first bounce, got on the front foot, knew what we wanted to do and be aggressive. It doesn't always have to look like that, but you know, I think in the final we sort of probably could have been a bit more aggressive off the ball.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want to go too much into it.
No,
give away too many secrets.
I know what you're saying. Right, mate, we'll let you get back in there soon.
Cheers, thanks, Richard.
Who's got it? Rancy got it, do you think, or not?
Yeah, I think Rancy just... Or actually, no, how about I say it's a tie between Usty and Rancy.
All right,
it's
a tie.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
I can't let you go without asking about St Albans, mate. You're the president out there.
Yeah.
Is it hard juggling two jobs, president? Because you take it seriously, and it's a big job to take on, a community club. Yeah. How do you do it in AFL footy?
Look, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't easy. It's been really hard, challenging. So I'm just been trying to adapt my lifestyle around it a bit, and with the missus as well.
Beautiful.
Got to keep her happy, which is
that's number one. That's number one.
Yeah, that's number one. So I sort of we had a sort of club champion a few weeks ago, and it was the same sort of message. Like we're on the right track. We need to keep getting better as players, as coaches, and as a club. So
beautiful. Well, good luck with that. Have a good holiday.
Thank you very much.